If you are still baking bread using only water, flour, and yeast, you are missing out on the most important secret of the traditional kitchen. Many people wonder why their homemade loaves turn out dry, crumbly, or go stale after just a couple of days. The truth is, water alone cannot create the soft, pillowy texture that keeps bread fresh and delicious. There is a traditional 200-year-old secret that changes everything, and it starts with a simple ingredient you probably already have in your kitchen: farm fresh eggs. When you step into a traditional Amish kitchen, the first thing you notice is the aroma of fresh baking. But if you look closely at their recipes, you will find that the fluffiest, most sought-after loaves are never made with just water. The Amish have long relied on what is known as enriched dough. By incorporating eggs and fresh milk into their bread, they create a loaf so tender, rich, and golden that it feels almost like cake, yet stands up to the heaviest butter and homemade jams. Today, you will learn exactly how to use this time-honored secret to transform your baking forever. To understand why this method works so well, we have to look at the unique chemistry of the ingredients. In modern baking, we often look for quick shortcuts, but the old ways hold a deeper wisdom. An egg is not just an ingredient, it is a natural powerhouse of structure and moisture. The yolk contains lecithin, a natural emulsifier that binds fats and liquids together on a molecular level. This creates a dough that is incredibly smooth and elastic, resulting in a crumb that is soft, tight, and highly resistant to drying out. Meanwhile, the egg whites provide the structural strength and lift, helping the bread rise high and hold its shape beautifully in the oven. This enrichment was not just a culinary trick, it was a way of life. In the traditional homestead, nothing went to waste. During the spring and summer months when the farm hens were laying eggs in abundance, the women had to find clever ways to use them. Incorporating eggs into the daily bread was a practical solution to feed hard-working families, packing extra protein and calories into every slice. Over generations, this necessity became a beloved tradition, producing a bread that stays soft for up to a week without a single artificial preservative. To begin making this legendary Amish egg bread, you must first gather the simplest, highest quality ingredients. You will need 1 1/3 cups of whole milk, 3 tablespoons of raw sugar or honey, 3 tablespoons of softened butter, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 package of active dry yeast, 2 large eggs at room temperature, and about 5 cups of unbleached bread flour. Using ingredients at room temperature is crucial, because cold eggs or cold milk will shock the yeast and slow down the rising process. The first step is activating the yeast, and this is where many bakers make their first mistake. In a large bowl, combine 2 cups of your flour with the dry yeast. In a small saucepan, gently warm the milk, sugar, butter, and salt. You must be extremely careful with the temperature. The liquid should feel warm, like a baby's bath, between 120 and 130 degrees Fahrenheit. If the milk is too hot, it will instantly kill the yeast, and your bread will never rise. If it is too cold, the yeast will remain asleep. Once your liquid is at the perfect temperature, slowly pour it into the flour and yeast mixture. Beat the mixture well to start developing the gluten. Now, crack your 2 room temperature eggs into a small bowl and whisk them gently before pouring them into the dough. Whisking them beforehand ensures that the yolk and white are evenly distributed throughout the mixture. As you beat the eggs into the warm liquids, you will notice the batter turning a beautiful, rich custard color. This is the foundation of your golden loaf. Gradually add the remaining flour, half a cup at a time, mixing continuously. You will feel the dough beginning to pull away from the sides of the bowl. Because eggs vary in size and flour absorbs moisture differently depending on the humidity in your kitchen, you must listen to the dough rather than strictly following the cup measurements. When the dough forms a soft, slightly sticky ball, it is time to move it to a floured surface. Kneading is where the magic happens. Many people find kneading tedious, but in the traditional kitchen, it is a peaceful, almost meditative practice. Using the heels of your hands, push the dough away from you, fold it back, and turn it 90 degrees. Repeat this motion rhythmically. As you knead, the proteins in the flour align, and the fats from the egg yolks coat the gluten strands, creating a texture that is remarkably soft and smooth. After about 8 minutes of hand kneading, the dough should feel like a soft pillow. To make sure your dough is ready for its first rise, you can perform the classic window pane test. Take a small piece of the dough and gently stretch it between your fingers. If you can stretch it thin enough to see light passing through it without the dough tearing, the gluten is perfectly developed. If it tears easily, keep kneading for another 2 minutes. Shape the dough into a smooth ball and place it in a lightly greased bowl, turning it once to coat all sides. Cover the bowl with a warm, damp cloth. The dampness keeps the surface of the dough from drying out and forming a crust, which would restrict its growth. Let the dough rise in a warm, draft-free place for about 45 minutes, or until it is doubled in size. When the dough is risen, gently press your fist into the center to release the built-up gases. Turn the dough out onto a lightly floured surface and divide it into 2 equal portions. Let them rest for 10 minutes under a cloth to allow the gluten to relax. This brief rest makes shaping the loaves much easier. Shape each portion into a neat loaf and place them into 2 greased loaf pans. Cover them once more and let them rise for a second time, which should take about 30 minutes. While the loaves are rising, preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. When the loaves have risen just above the rims of the pans, they are ready to bake. Place them in the center of the oven and bake for 25 to 30 minutes. As the bread bakes, your kitchen will fill with an aroma that is entirely different from ordinary bread. A sweet, rich, comforting scent of baked eggs and butter that will bring everyone in the house to the kitchen. To check if the bread is perfectly baked, remove a loaf from its pan and gently tap the bottom. It should sound hollow. If it does, the bread is done. Immediately place the loaves on a wire rack to cool. To keep the crust incredibly soft and shiny, brush the top of the warm loaves with a tablespoon of melted butter. This simple step locks in the moisture and gives the crust a beautiful, professional finish. Allow the bread to cool completely before slicing. Cutting into hot bread releases the trapped steam, which can make the interior crumb gummy. Once cooled, slice through the golden crust to reveal a bright butter-yellow crumb that is impossibly soft and fragrant. This Amish egg bread is perfect for making the ultimate toast, holding its shape while absorbing melted butter. It also makes the most incredible French toast you will ever experience, as the enriched crumb drinks up the egg custard without becoming soggy. Because of the natural fats in the egg yolks, this bread will remain fresh, soft, and delicious on your counter for days, serving as a beautiful reminder of the simple, honest secrets of the traditional kitchen.